This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They run it again with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have. And what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
To throw on third down, Whittington. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Hey, zoom. Ready?
On fourth down, Whittington. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, Will.
Operating from the gun, Whittington to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his numbers a ball carrier. They got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Whittington toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On second and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. 2nd and 5. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. Trying to improvise. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
The holding penalty, that puts him in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Whittington, and that's complete to Adams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Hey, alert 3, alert. Fair. Yes. Hey.
On 4th down, Whittington. This is caught. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe... Yeah, you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Let's go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, he's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 5. 1st down, Cowboys.
Here we go. Watch the screen.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down.
1st down, Dallas.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, kill.
Prescott from the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Play fake. Here's Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Right there. Go.
On first down, Whittington. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. 23 yards on the play.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now.
Exit. 56.
On first and 10, Whittington. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So now third and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Operating from the gun, Whittington. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, foxtrot. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
On fourth down, Whittington. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for under pressure, and they got to him again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again.
Hey, high 7. Now.
56, right there, 56. Let's go. Mike 56, Mike 56. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah. 56 to Mike.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Here's Jones on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way. But the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Cowboys,